Welcome, I'm Reverend Valerie Love. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? That's what we say. We say how you loving. We say how you loving in our global community because that's all that really matters, right? Is how you loving. So today, family, we are streaming. We're doing something that I've never done before. I have never done this before. We are streaming live on YouTube, Valerie Love TV. We are streaming live on YouTube, Christian Witches. Hey Jay, how you loving? We are streaming live on Christian Witches Facebook fan page. Oh, baby, because it's on. Oh, baby. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's all the way on. I see all my peeps coming in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Now, share this vid. Look at all my little love tubers. It's crazy nice. The queen chosen one. How you loving? Kathy! How you loving, Linda? How you loving? Hey, Kevin, well. Boo, look. We global, boo. We global. How you loving? How you loving? Rebecca on Facebook. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? Come on, come on, come on. Kara Sue, the dreamer on YouTube. How you loving? How you loving? Come on in, family. Come on in. Hey, 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 hey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Laura. Hey, Laura. I love your energy too. I love that you're here. Come on in. Deborah, Amanda. How you loving? How you loving? So, family. Today is Witchy Wednesday. Hey to all my witches, wizards, warlocks, magical beings all around the globe. How you loving? How you loving? I just had to say how you loving. Hey, boo! Oh, the poverty consciousness video was everything. Yes, Johnny! Thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I so love and appreciate you. May, how you loving? Hey, Central! How you loving? Mwah! How you loving? Happy Witchy Wednesday. Woo! Joanne, wait a minute. Joanne, I don't even have my bell. Wait a minute. I got to go get my bell. I got to get my bell. Why did I show up to the Love Tubers without my bell? What is going on? Woo! Woo! Okay? Because I know how the Love Tubers are. The Love Tubers be throwing money at a witch. Come on now. Money in the vortex, money in the vortex. Woo, baby. Money in the vortex. That's a ritual that we do. Because we love having money and wealth and abundance and rich prosperity rituals. And we have that on the YouTube channel with the Love Tubers. Okay, okay. How you loving? Oh my goodness, Danielle. How you loving, Amanda? Joanne, how you loving, boo? Amanda, I'm a new follower. Oh my goodness. Oh, you'd like to hang out with me? Well, come on, Amanda. Let's do it. Let's do it. Amanda J. Can we discuss that? Trump, yes, just recently did one of the final signs for the book of Rep. Ooh, child. He brought the cabinet back to Jerusalem. This was the final seal before the tribulation. Come on, Jay. Someone is looking at world events and looking at the symbology of the Bible. Love it. Young Jax. Mom, today is my birthday. I need more prayers from you. Gotcha, Young Jax. Gotcha. Let's send you love right now. Birthday. Birthday blessings and birthday love right now. You got this, okay? You got this, all right? You got this. Text me later. All right, Joanne, how you loving? How you loving? How you loving? You know, I got a lot of kids. I got a lot of kids all over the world. I take care of my kids. I birthed 3 from my womb, and I picked up a few more on the way. They in the wolf pack. We got a wolf pack. They're in the wolf pack with me. Joanne, how you loving? Oh, your birthday is Friday. Everybody send love to Young Jackson. Everybody send love to Karasu, the dreamer, for birthday. Birthday blessings. Birthday, birthday, birthday. Come on, babe. This our song on YouTube. Money in the vortex, money in the vortex, money in the vortex. Woo, woo. Money in the vortex, money in the vortex, money in the vortex. Woo, woo. Set it off on the left, yo. Set it off on the right, yo. Set it off. Come on, Paris. I know that's right. Look, come on, come on, come on, come on. full moon. And what is the intention of today's discussion? The intention of today's discussion is to disperse and dispense and dispel lies, deceit, and trickery, so that we may come into the truth. Now, Christian witches, I love you. If you are friends of Christian witches, if you support Christian witches, if you're not a witch and you just love hanging out in the spiritual community, if you just love being here, we welcome you. Here's who we do not welcome and who's going to be blocked. Trolls, people who want to just come and drop something stupid in the conversation like, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. We heard it before. Bye. You'd probably be blocked. Y'all, you can't be a Christian and a witch. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You must live under a rock. Christian witch has been around since the original Christian witch, Christ. Go somewhere and sit down. Obviously, you don't study. You're a dumbass. Sit down. Okay? Next group of people that will be blocked. People who want to argue. Baby, what I'm about to say to you today is nothing to argue over. We're talking facts. Just go and do your research, study to show yourself approved. Isn't that what the word says? Study to show thyself approved. Baby, it's nothing to argue over. It's just facts. So we don't argue. The next thing that I want to share is my intention. Danielle, you with me, Danielle? Baby, we got to give this disclaimer because these Christians come in here acting the fool. I don't know how they think they're following Christ when they come in and drop one dumb scripture and don't know nothing else. They only know the parts of the Bible that the pastor told them because they haven't picked up the good book and read it from end to end for themselves and turned within to the Spirit of the living God, known as the Holy Spirit, to get a rhema word and let the fruit of the Spirit change you as a person, which according to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, yes, which does read the Bible, it says that there is fruit of the Holy Spirit. There's fruit of the Spirit in your life. What is the fruit? Love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, self-control, faith, mildness. That we ought to see fruit in your character, in your being, in your presence. We ought to see fruit that you are Christ, that you're God. And that's what we're looking for. And we're all in the same aspiration, family. We're all here to raise our souls. We're all here for ascension. This is not a discussion about trivialities. This is probably one of the most empowered discussion that you could ever have, because what we're discussing here are matters of the soul. These discussions are of infinite import and everlasting effects on yourself. Your soul is immortal. Your soul is forever. So what we are talking about here in the Church of Christian Witches, in this temple, in this global temple, what we are having a discussion about is a discussion to bring us to truth. That's why we're having this global conversation. Well, how do you practice as a Christian witch? Well, I'm a Catholic witch. Wow, that is amazing. Well, I'm a Methodist witch. Wow, that is amazing. Well, I'm an Episcopalian witch. Wow, that is amazing. Well, I'm a Hindu, Buddhist, Wiccan high priestess. Wow, that is amazing. And what Christians have been blindsided, bullied, and hoodwinked, lied to, and their consciousness has been kidnapped and enslaved into this. You can only be one thing. You can't look to the left. That's the devil. Oh, you can't go in a crystal shop. That's the devil. Baby, God made rocks. Crystals is the devil. God made rocks. What are you talking about? Christians, no, boo. No. I am a minister of the living God. God made rocks. That should be obvious. But we've been hoodwinked. We've been lied to. We've been enslaved. Why, Reverend Val? Why would somebody do all that? Not somebody, a system of control. It's not one somebody. It wasn't one person that did this. This has been going on for thousands of years. For thousands of years, people, a system has sought to enslave people. Why? For its own perpetuation. If you can control people and keep them in the matrix, you can continue sustaining yourself. And now those structures are falling apart and going away. Thank God, good riddance. So just consider everything that they told you in church. Just put it all up for grabs and say, wow, maybe none of it is true. Possibly. This is a discussion about the truth and nothing more. You see, I'm going to tell you something about the nature of truth. Here's the nature of truth, family. Truth don't care what you believe. Truth don't care about your feelings. Truth don't care how long you believe the little petty ass lies you believe. Truth is true, and nothing else is true. So here's truth, just standing in all its glory. Truth doesn't argue with you. It just stands there shining. Waiting for your discovery. It's not going to come and fight with your little petty lies. That's why I don't fight with people. Why? If you're standing on truth, you should never fight anyone. That's why I don't explain myself. Why? You don't need to, because truth doesn't explain itself. You won't be concerned about people calling you whatever they want to call you. You can call truth whatever you want to call it. You say, okay. Here's what the difference between truth and lies. Lies spread fast. Lies are titillating, scintillating. Ooh, guess what happened? What? And it just spreads through the rumor mill. Lies. They say lies can run a marathon while truth is still sitting there putting its boots on. But oh baby, when them boots come on, boom, truth. Yeah, you can ignore the truth if you like. That's up to you. You see, I'm not interested in arguments. I'm interested in my soul ascending, and I'm interested in inspiring anyone else who wants to send their soul too. That's what I'm committed to. That's what my whole life is about. My life isn't about petty arguments with petty people. Baby, and I pray your life is not about petty arguments with petty people. Whatever. You can't be a Christian witch. Wow. You're not ready to own your power yet. It's okay. Let me talk to people. It's okay. You're in timeout. Who would like to own their power? Come on, children. Money in the vortex. Look at that. Soweto is in the house. Soweto, South Africa is in the house. Ooh, I got the God bumps. My motherland is in the house. Come on. So family, we're doing this together, right? People are definitely more inclined to believe lies, aren't they? Because it's exciting. It's titillating. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Truth doesn't do that. Truth usually hurts your feelings. You know what they say? Truth shall set you free, but first it pisses you off. Didn't Christ say, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free? And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I'm committed to truth, not just interested in truth. I'm committed to truth because I am from Mother, Father, God here on this planet to live a magnificent soul destiny, and I pray you are as well. Well, you are. I pray you recognize it. So let's talk about Christmas. Let's examine the lies first. Jesus, the baby Jesus. He was born in a manger. And we know the story, Joseph and Mary couldn't find any place, they had to have the baby in the manger. And it was on December 25th. And we liked the lights. Oh, it's so beautiful, all the Christmas lights. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the three wise men came, the Magi. We saw his star in the east. We know this story. We all read the story many times. Now I'm going to tell you something. I myself, I love this story. I just recognize that it's a story. It's made up. I love it. Look, family. Oh, I'm going there, Deborah. Look, family, let me say something. There's nothing wrong with myths. We love myths. And we get a myth and we add more to the myth. Just as the St. Nicholas story that I'm about to tell you about, where we got St. Nicholas from and Santa Claus. We love myth. It's the stuff of our lives. The soul loves stories. The problem is when you cannot decipher a myth from the truth. You see, the myth is not the thing. The myth is pointing to some great, the myth is the map. And some people get the map and they're satisfied. Well, we don't have the treasure yet. This is a treasure map. I want the treasure, not the map. Some people got the map. Yeah, I got the map. And so fucking what? You got a map. You still ain't got treasure. I want the map is saying, go here, get the treasure. The treasure is God in your heart, right? You see, all these things are pointing you to a treasure, but people don't understand and they get all wrapped up. I have a map. It's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. Baby, they made that up. They made it up. But I don't have a problem that they made it up, as long as you know that they made it up. As long as there's awareness that these are all myths that we're believing in, beautiful, then you will not get caught in the myth. The truth will set you free. And once you understand it, you can be with people. I'm not railing against Christmas. I don't have anything against Christmas. I just know Christmas is a lie. And I understand that Christmas is an appropriation by the Christian faith, the Christian church, the church fathers, appropriated it from the pagans, and here is where it becomes very problematic. They stole it from the pagans, and then they turned around and called the pagans devil and killed them and kept the stuff they stole from them. Well, how's that any different from, didn't it say in the Bible that a thief, that the thief comes to kill and destroy? Is that what that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the church came to thieve and destroy. Because first, it took all the magical people. It took the beliefs of the magical people. And I'll tell you exactly why they did it in a moment. They took the beliefs of the magical people. None of this is disputable. Look it up. You have Google. It's called Google. Baby, it's called Google. And it works like wonders. Now, I don't believe everything online. I don't recommend that you believe everything online either. I recommend that you do your research. I recommend that you study archaeology. I recommend that you study astrology. I recommend that you study history. I recommend that you study biology, all of the sciences, alchemy, theurgy. I recommend that you study metaphysics. You see, when you study all of the disciplines, they're all saying the same thing. I recommend that you study Hinduism, Buddhism. Why do you think I have gone to India to be at the feet of an Indian, a master in India, so that I could be initiated into the Indian understanding of the cosmology? Krishna, Vishnu, all of these incredible energies. These are all energies, powerful. I have been initiated in India into the temples. Spirit took me to Dubai. I have been in the mosque with Islamic brothers and sisters, loved it. I have been in the Jewish synagogue, sitting there, the only black sister sitting there with a bunch of Jewish people. They got the big scroll. Oh, it was beautiful. It was amazing. Child, I was the only black woman in there. I looked around. You couldn't. Child, it was Mosca Leche, like the Spanish people say. Spanish people say, fly in the milk. Child, I was flying in the milk, sitting in the synagogue with the Jewish brothers and sisters, didn't understand a lick of Hebrew. I know a little bit of the Shema, of the prayer that is the beautiful Hebrew prayer of God as all, right? The Shema. Shema Israel, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one. Shema Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. I know a little bit of that's about the extent of my Hebrew. And I sat there in the Jewish synagogue with our brothers and sisters. And every one of these holy houses went to the Hindu temples in Bali. Fully garbed. When I'm in the mosque with the Islamic brothers and sisters, fully covered. I honor and revere and respect. I've been in Catholic churches sitting up there, yep, I'm kneeling, I'm getting up. You would have thought I was a Catholic. Maybe I've been in Baptist wheelchair. I can run around. Yeah, let me tell you, I've been in every church or holy house I could find and still looking for more. I've been in the sweat lodge with the Lakota. I've been in the sweat lodge in Peru. I have been in holy houses of all kinds of people all over the world. Why did my soul take me to all these holy houses? They were all holy. They were all pointing to something greater. But they were not proclaiming that they were the only true and right one and kill everybody else. Christians, you've been lied to. You've been lied to. You've been told, no, them Hindus, no, that's nothing but the devil. I remember we were in Kenya. And we were there. I was on a missions trip, and I was with the Christian people. Child, I love hanging out with Christian people. It's quite comical. Man, especially go to a black church, that's more entertainment than you can shake a broomstick at, okay? So we're just sitting there, and I have on my own. And we were in Kenya. And this evangelist was there, right? And she was like hitting people, and in Africa, yes, Jesus, right? And so she comes and she hit me, and I didn't move. She was like, I was like, girl, I'm from Harlem. Hit me one more time. It's about to be a rumble in here. Yeah, I know this is the house of God. We can take it outside. But you ain't hitting me. You know how them evangelists be hitting you. I'm not with it. Don't hit us, sister. I'm not with it. Anyhow, I said that to say this, that I have never met a holy house I did not love. I have never met children of God that I did not love. I have never met a religion that I did not love. So what's the point of it all? The point of it all, once again, these are all treasure maps pointing you to a treasure. But people get so dogmatic over the map. My map is right, and my map is the only map to the treasure, God. Child, do you know how many maps there are and how many ways to God there are? If there's 8 billion people on the planet right now, there's 8 billion ways to God. Get over yourself. Get over yourselves, Christians. Get over yourself. You ain't the only game in town, and you can't corner God. But it's such the dogmatic approach that it's got to be this way, and if it's not this way, you ain't nothing but the devil. Here comes the judgment. Judgment is not love. Let's get down to the facts. So, they say he was born in a manger, and they say he was born on December 25th. How do we know that he was definitely not born on December 25th? Now, I'm not proclaiming that I know the date he was born on, because I do not, because the date he was born on is not recorded. It's not anywhere in the Bible. It's nowhere. But they never told me this, right? 5,000 religions on the earth, there's thousands of ways to get to God. I love it. And I probably would love everyone. And they would probably think that I was one of the religion, because when I go there, I look like the people. I do what they do. When in Rome, do as the Romans. I'm not denying myself. I'm honoring others because I honor the God in me. You see, a Christian, this is the kinds of Christians that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the loving, kind Christians who are truly being Christ-like. For you, you're welcome here. I love you. God bless you. I'm talking about the judgmental Christians that say stupid ass shit like, you can't be a Christian witch. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You ain't nothing but the devil. You going to hell. Them crystals is the devil. Fairies is the devil. It's only Jesus Christ. If you ain't got Jesus Christ, it's the only name. It's the only name it's the only name. No other name. It's the only name. Well, first of all, Christians, Jesus ain't even his name. I always wondered that. I was like, but y'all ain't using the name. What do you mean? Jesus. If Jesus was walking on a planet right now and you said Jesus, he wouldn't even turn around. He wouldn't even turn around. That wasn't his name. What? Stop it. It's time for it to stop. And this is why I come so hard for Christians. This is why I come so hard for Christians. The reason I come so hard for Christians is because they come so hard for us. But baby, you have been trying to get me for over 10 years. This Christian witch, y'all have put me on all kinds of heretics lists. You have done all these things. And where am I? Going stronger than ever. The haterade helped me. It helps spread the message of truth and light and love. And I got nothing but love for all people. It spread the message of truth, light, and love. So the Christians, they put you on heretics list. I find it rather comical. They'd be like, Ram, did you know they made a video about you for real? I got time for that. I don't even see it. Why? Because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I am now writing book 19 and 20. Confessions of a Christian Witch selling like hotcakes. Christian Witches Manifesto to help other Christian witches stand in their power and write your own manifesto selling like hotcakes. How to be a Christian witch selling like hotcakes. All my books, the 40 series, 40 money mantras, 40 money spells, 40 money scriptures, selling like hotcakes, helping people that really want to be helped. I'm only here to be truly helpful, as A Course in Miracles says. I'm only here to be truly helpful. And I come in the name of truth. And guess what? Truth, if I'm standing on truth, truth will stomp your little lie beliefs to the ground. And look at them. And be happy that you got set free. There's going to be some Christians that's going to be listening to this, and they are going to absolutely hate me right now. And tonight, while they're laying in bed, they're going to be like, yeah. Then there are many Christians that are like Nicodemus in the night, tipping. Now, Jesus, when you said so-and-so, what did you mean? I cannot tell you how many Nicodemuses I've had in my life. I cannot tell you how many Christians said, oh my goodness, Reverend Val, I was so turmoil. I was so in turmoil until I saw your message. It's not because of me. Of my own accord, I can do no thing. With God, all things are possible. I come in the name of God. With me, myself, I can do no thing. With God, all things are possible. This is a freedom message, baby. This is a freedom message. I'm here for your freedom, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. And I will say it over and over and over again till my last breath on this planet. I will speak the truth that God put in my lungs and in my belly to speak, and in my mouth. I'm like Jeremiah. It's burning in my bones. I can't not say it. I am writing book 19 and 20 right now. Spell crafting for Christian witches, for your rituals, your daily rituals, your solar rituals, your lunar rituals. I'm also writing magical prayers for Christian witches right now for your prayers, so you know that you are not judged, you are not going to hell, you are not evil, you are not a problem, you are loved by God, you are adored by God. God made you a witch, a wizard, a warlock, a magical being, because Source is smarter than all of us. And when I say God, I'm not talking about some big white dude in the sky with a long beard. Whatever, I'm talking about Source, the infinite, all-knowing, all-wise source of all creation that is in all, as all, for all, the one. Nameless, birthless, deathless, breathless, neither male nor female. Source. Even quantum physics has discovered it. Wow, the whole universe is 97% dark energy and dark matter. Yeah, that's called God. And actual matter is about 3% of the whole universe. That means forms. So you came from the formless into a form. Not to beat up your brothers and sisters. Christians, stop beating up your brothers and sisters. Stop getting in other people's spiritual lanes, telling them how they're supposed to worship God because you found what works for you. Now, it's beautiful. If you found what works for you, I applaud you. All hail. Beautiful. Just because it worked for you, don't mean it's going to work for other people. Let everyone find their own path to source, to God within, in the heart, right here. Here's God, right here. Now, Christians will call that blasphemy. Now, yeah, we're dispensing with the big white man in the sky, God. We're dispensing with the Father God. Just, where's his wife? Well, if you read the book, just a few, just a few of my current works that I'm studying. The first 3 I've written, these 3 I'm reading. Let me bring them up closer for you. This is just some of my reading. me, pardon me. Christian Witch's Manifesto if you don't have it. How to be a Christian Witch if you don't have it, by yours truly. Christian Witch's Manifesto. Confessions if you don't have it. Hot, sizzling hot. Just about my whole life stories in here. And read these as well. When God Had a Wife, Magic of Christianity, which will prove to you Christ was arrested for sorcery and Christo-Paganism. Just books that just knock the socks off of everything you thought you believed. Now let's continue with this Jesus story. So we've already established there is no proof of any date that Christ was born. There is none. Some believed he was born on January the 6th. Why January the 6th? And later on, the church changed January 6th into the Epiphany. In Egypt, January 6th is still somewhat purported to be the day of Christ's birth. Why January 6th? Because it was presumed that he died on April 6th. Brandon, I love you. Mwah. Infinite blessings, Brandon. It was presumed that Christ died on April 6th. And presumably in the ancient world, there was still magic. We were still in touch with the magic of the oceans and the streams and the rivers and the mountains. We were still in touch with the planets and the stars. We were in touch with our magic. We were deeply in touch with, because we had more silence, we were deeply in touch with how all these energies, how we interacted with the energies, not how the energies control us, because ye are gods. We were in commune with the energies, and those who became master magicians became those who could control the energies of wind and water and rain, as Christ walked on water, commanded the storm to hush. You've probably done all these things. You probably have prayed so hard for it not to rain that you held the rain back. That's energy. And ye are gods. When God made you, God said, now we shall make one in my image and likeness. God didn't say that when God made the pine tree. God didn't say that when God made the pig. God didn't say that when God made the bumblebee. All magnificent creatures, magnificent creations, the pine tree, the pig, the bumblebee. Magnificent. We couldn't live without any of them. It was different when God made you. When God made you, God said, this one shall be just like me. What does that mean? In my own image and likeness. This one shall be a creator. A bumblebee can't make a vision board, baby. A pig cannot dream and imagine and then create it. Create it. Ye are gods. So, it was believed that prophets and saints and yogis and gurus, it was believed that they died on the same day that they were conceived. Okay? So, if Christ died on the 6th of April, then it would have been believed that he would have been conceived, or not born, but conceived. Let me correct this. If he were conceived on the same date that he died, April 6th, the previous year, then he would have been born on January 6th. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. So he would have been born on January 6th. So January 6th would, oh my goodness, we have tons of books. So if you go to ValerieLove.com and you click on books, I have a list of books that all Christian witches, all Christians, all seekers who desire to have an understanding and who have a connection to magic and Christianity, that you don't have to throw anyone out the door, integrate and understand that these are one and the same. I have a whole list of books for you, and it's on my Amazon store. It's an affiliate link, and it's all, I've curated a collection of books for you to read on this. Prove it to yourself, and don't believe anything you read. Read it, and then is there resonance for you within? This is higher self saying, yep, that's true, because there's resonance. Now, let's go further. So January 6th was kind of believed to be when Christ was born. How do we backtrack to December 25th? First of all, for the first 200 years after Christ, the entire first century and the entire second century, no one celebrated his birth. They never told you that in church. No one celebrated Christmas. There was no Christmas. Jesus didn't start Christmas. No, but they made it seem like he was born in a manger, and every year we've been since then. We've been doing it. Well, Jesus was growing up. Jesus grew up with no Christmas. I grew up just like Jesus because I grew up with no Christmas because I was in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses that I had to free myself from. Do you realize that Jesus didn't grow up with Christmas? No Thanksgiving. No, these are all constructs made up by people and spoon-fed and shoved to you for years and years and years in a mass brainwashing that actually make you believe that Jesus was born on Christmas. Let's go further. So, he wasn't born on Christmas. We don't know when he was born. Maybe he was born January 6th. Where did December 25th come from? Well, December 25th, lo and behold, the pagans, pagan is a term that to Christians has a negative connotation. Pagans. That's how they told it to me. Pagans. I was like, ooh, what's going on with pagan? Not knowing I was a pagan. What's going on with pagan? What is it? Ah, pagans. But what is it? Ah, pagans. But what's the problem with pagans? They from the devil. All of them, just a whole bunch of. These answers did not satisfy me. I don't know if anybody else had any issues with the things they were telling you in church. These things were not adding up. Just all pagans are bad. Why? When everything in this church is pagan. From the Christmas tree is pagan. The mistletoe is pagan. The whole Christmas celebration is pagan. The lights that we light in here is pagan. The birthday celebrations is pagan, from the moon cakes that they used to give to Diana on the moon with the candles on top. That's pagan. The timing of Christmas is pagan. But something's wrong with the pagans. Christians, you got to come better than that. You got to come better than that. Okay? Yes, Jessica. Jesus did say don't worship him. They do. And you know who they praise, Jessica? That's a powerful message. And you know who they praise even more than Jesus? The devil. And I'm going to prove to you that Christians worship the devil. Christians are the devil worshipers. I'm going to show you how. When I was it was 19 of us when we went to Kenya, Africa. 19 of us going on a mission trip with a church. The Christians were so judgmental. And this was just a reflection of where my own consciousness was, that I was judging myself as a witch, and I was born a witch. And my God, Source, told me, and I told about that story about it in this book. Source told me, I created you a witch, darling. Be that which I created you to be. My daughter, I created you a witch. And I came to peace with that. Everybody else can kick rocks. Baby, you can kick rocks. Because guess what? This is just a happy witch over here because I have my mother, father, gods well done. So everybody else can kick rocks, do whatever you like, lay by the stream and sing a song, play your flute. I don't really give a rat's ass because mother, father, God approves of me. End of story. End of story. I'm good for the rest of my life. For the rest of all my incarnations, I'm good. I am good. Now, let's go back to this whole pagan thing. So pagan, supposedly the devil. So we're in Kenya. Every other word out of the Christians' mouths, they ain't nothing but the devil. You know these people. They're going into Africa as if all Africans were beneath them, first of all. How arrogant is that? And they're also going into Africa as if like they originally went into Africa, Christians, colonizers, beat you over the head with a Bible. Boom, this is your God now. What? And if you think that worked, then I want to ask you, How are the Orishas still alive and all of the beings that came from there? How are the gods and goddesses of Egypt still alive? How are the Nubian and the Kemet principles and principles of Maat and all of what was in Africa is still alive? How is all the witchcraft from Europe still going? Well, supposedly the Christians burned all the witches. They hung them, they drowned them, killed all the magical people. They're still killing magical people right now. How is that possible? And you still haven't done away with magic. You still haven't done away with the gods and goddesses. You still haven't done away with the divine energies because they're unkillable. Okay, so I'm in Kenya, and they already think the Africans' superstition ain't nothing but the devil. Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you're calling something that you don't understand what it is, a superstition, but you don't even know what it is. You don't know what you're looking at. I'm open. When I was in Kenya, I was just open looking at what's what. I just want to learn. I want to understand. But you're not going to learn and understand, and you're not going to let any new wine. Christ said you can't put new wine in old wineskins. You can't put fresh new information in your mind that's already old, and this is how it is. You got to crack that coconut open. You can't put new wine in old wineskins. So they're there in Kenya, judging everybody. Here go the Christians. That ain't nothing but the devil. This ain't nothing but the devil. Child, you know that ain't nothing but the devil. What is worship other than your continuous attention, your prayers by the way of utterances from your mouth with energy? Oh, a prayer is not just, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. No, a prayer is not just, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Oh, no. A prayer is any utterance that you continue to say with energy. That's a prayer. That ain't nothing but the devil. That was a prayer to the devil. Who are you speaking of? The devil. Who is your attention on? The devil. Girls, boys, kids, girls, sisters, brothers, and others. Trust me, there are more Christians that are devil worshipers. Don't mind yourself that they're calling you a devil worshiper. It's okay. Because my attention is not on the devil. The devil is a no thing to me. It's a construct. There is no red somebody running around with a pitchfork, overlord of hell. Doesn't exist. Yes, there is Satan. Yes, there is the opponent, the adversary. Yes, there is Lucifer. These ain't even all the same one. Christians got it mixed up. I'll do a whole nother video just on that. But anyway, let's get back to devil worshiper. So all your attention is on the devil. No, all my attention ain't on the devil. My attention is on God. Yeah, but who are you talking about? And who are you seeing everywhere you go? Well, that's the devil. Well, how do you know so much about what's the devil? Have you gone down to hell and talked to the devil? Are you regurgitating what they have told you in church? I'm coming for you, Christians. I'm coming for you. Because y'all have been coming for a witch for a very long time. Baby, the only difference is I got the truth on my side. Man, these Christians have been coming for this witch for I don't know how long. Christians have been coming for witches for thousands of years. Today it ends, baby. Today it ends. It's over. Can we all just get along? We're going to all live in peace and love and harmony and acceptance. We're going to stop killing each other over religion. We're going to stop arguing over God. We're going to stop saying, I'm right, they're wrong, I'm good, you're bad, I'm God, you're the devil. We're going to stop that. You're living in a duality consciousness that's just confusing your own mind. We're going to end all that. And we're going to enter into pure, unconditional love. The love of source, yes. That's what I seek to power my life with. Pure, unconditional love. So let's go back to Jesus. So that's proof positive that a lot of Christians are devil worshipers. Unbeknownst to them, they are giving their attention, energy, words, reverence, acknowledgement to a devil. What is that other than worship? I don't focus on the devil. Why? Why? Let's go deeper with the Jesus story. So we understand, so we can wrap this baby up, okay? So we understand that what is Satanism about? Well, Satan is not the same as the devil. So the devil is a construct. The devil, he rules hell. He's made up. He's a made up fictional character. He rules hell. He is red. He's fiery. He has a pitchfork. He's traps people. This is how they told me about the devil, because I didn't grow up with the hell kind of devil, because that's more a construct of some churches. I grew up with a different construct. It's still a lie nonetheless. Just pick the lies that you grew up with and kill them all. The devil I grew up with was that he was a roaring lion, as said in Peter in the Bible. Roaring lion seeking to devour people, and be careful because the devil's trying to get you. Oh my God. Is he here now? Yeah, because you can't see him. Oh my God. So it created this thing in consciousness where you always have to be, is that the devil? Super vigilance over a devil rather than just being God. You see, that just relaxed me. And then people say, well, if you're not vigilant, he gonna get you. Well, if you believe that, then that's what it's gonna be for you. I don't subscribe to that. I don't know too many witches that are running around worried about the devil. I don't think I've ever met a witch that's worried about the devil. That's beside the point. So Satanism, Satan, different from the devil, is a true entity who is an adversary of humanity, who is sort of like your personal trainer in the gym. Not bad. Nothing is inherently good or bad. Everything has its purpose. It wouldn't exist if it didn't have a purpose. Get that whole good, evil out of your mind. It's killing you. Now, come on now. I know that's right. But now let's go further. This is an incredible witchy Wednesday, and this is an incredible full moon, because on this full moon, I pray to disperse and dispel lies, deceit, confusion, all that is not true and pure, truth, love, and light. Now, let's go further. Satan, the adversary of humanity, and Satan is a true entity. I started saying enemy. That's that old conditioning coming back. A true entity. And Satan is neither good nor bad. I don't have no problem with Satanists. Pick who you want. It's no good or bad. You're in a curriculum. Pick whoever you want to hang out with in your curriculum. You're in a soul curriculum. Everyone is. Stop hating on Satanists. Stop hating on Luciferians. They chose what was good and true and right in their own soul. That's why we're having this discussion, so that we can end, well, they're bad, and they're bad. Oh my God, a pentagram, 5-pointed star. If you show some Christians a 5-pointed star, they would absolutely fall out. Oh my God, the devil. Stop it. You're scared of a boogeyman under the bed. Now, so Kathy, I prayerfully, is Satan and the devil two different beings. One is made up. Satan is a true, actual entity. And why not hang out with Satan? If that's who you pick, do you understand you can choose anything you want to choose in this life? And so can everyone else. You get to choose, you get to choose, you get to choose, you get to choose. Now let's wrap this up with Christ. Let's go back to the nativity and complete that. He was not born on the 25th. How did we come to Christmas for the 25th? Very simple. 200 years, more than 200 years after Christ had already been born and gone. Understand, if you're teaching this and touting this as your Christian faith, that this comes from Christ, no, you made it up. That don't come from Jesus. No, you made it up. And anyone at this point that doesn't understand these things and know these things, we're simply going to call it willful ignorance, because you do not want to know. And that too is A-okay. It's A-okay. I'm not here for people that want to be willfully ignorant. I'm here for people who want to become masters of the universe. Woo! Christ. I'm here for you if you want to become God. because nothing less will do. Next. So we have established that look up the Christmas tree, look up the Christmas card, look up all of these emblems of Christ's birth, and you will see that all of them are pagan. Pagan simply means earth dweller, village dweller. There were people who dwelled in the city, and there were people who dwelled out on the earth. The people who dwelled out on the earth, who were deeply in touch with earth and nature and knew the magic. You walk in the woods, you will know fairies, you will know magic. Trust me. You walk in the woods, you will be like, whoa. But see, we got so scientific with our modern, we call ourselves so modern day smart, right? We got very scientific, and we have so much technology, and we're glued into technology all the time, and we forgot nature, and we abandoned nature. So you don't put all your devices down, except you're Danielle Olds or someone like that, right? Danielle takes these long, beautiful hikes in the wilderness. Me too. I want to show you a picture that I shared the other day. And this picture is a picture of us on the Inca Trail in Peru. You are more than welcome to come with us to Peru in February and unfold your soul. So here's a picture. I'm going to show you this picture. Look at this picture. Can you see this picture? Okay, I think you can see it. I'm in New Orleans, so pardon me, I'm getting a little bit of a glare. Do you see this picture? This is us on the Inca Trail. And if you zoom all the way in, let me zoom in. If you zoom all the way in, can you see that? Wait a minute. There's me in the white. Do you see any technology? I don't even have my phone. Do you see any TVs? Do you see any cell phone towers? Do you see anything that is not God? No. So understand that that's how our ancestors lived, all of our ancestors, whether you're Druid or Wiccan or African or Afro-Cuban or Asian, or do you realize all of our ancestors were in nature? They were in tune with the stars and the sun and the moon and the harvest and the rivers. They were in tune. That's why they believed in magic. That's why they knew magic was a thing until they started going to church. So that's the pagan people living in nature. And the people in the city, pagans, beneath us. Oh, earth dwellers, peasants. Really? Except the peasants have the magic, and you don't. Okay, now let's go further. So what was going on for the pagans on December 25th? Well, as we know, all of us who are in the magical community, we understand the importance of the winter solstice, right? We have the winter solstice, we have the fall equinox, the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the winter solstice. Why are these so important? Why are these so important? I'm talking about it right now in spellcrafting for Christian witches and aligning with the fall equinox, equal light and day, night and day equal, proceeding to, okay, and now the days are going to grow longer, and then we get to this winter solstice. What happens at the winter solstice around December 22nd? December 22nd on the winter solstice, the sun stands still. And then, from our viewpoint, the sun actually moves backwards for 3 days. And then on December 25th, the sun is raised, is born again. And our forebears could easily see this in the sky. We didn't have light pollution. They could see and they tracked it. You go to Stonehenge, you go to Easter Island, you go to Egypt, you go to ancient monoliths of the Native American people on every continent. They tracked it and they made their temples such as the sun would move through and it would land right at a certain spot at a certain time, and they had their celebration. We knew all of this before until we got brainwashed. Malcolm said it best, you've been hoodwinked, run them up, lied to. Plymouth, you didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on you. And all I'm here to say is wake up. Wake up your consciousness to the truth. Understand your history and your origins. Understand your ancestry. Understand where you come from. Understand magic. understand multiple dimensions of consciousness beyond where you currently find yourself. And by all means, don't believe things people tell you. I don't even ask that you, I ask that you don't believe me. I ask that you go and study for yourself. I'm not looking for disciples, baby. I'm not looking for disciples. Don't need them. Christ already came. I'm a disciple of Christ. I'm not looking for disciples, but because I don't need them. You see, master teachers are not looking for disciples, people that's just going to follow you around. Master teachers are looking for people who want to become masters. That's a master. A master is one who creates many masters and inspires many masters, not one who has many disciples. Do you think I really want to walk around with thousands of disciples? Yes, whatever you say. Yes, I'm a disciple. Jesus didn't want to be Jesus didn't want disciples. What did he do? But all y'all decided you want to be disciples of Jesus. He didn't ask you to be a disciple. What did he say? Greater works than these shall you do. What did he say? You can do all this, but you don't know how. And when they would try to cast out demons, he said, go handle it. Because he knew their powers. They didn't know their powers. Handle it. But we don't know how. We can't do it. Okay. Prayer and fasting. I mean, if you read the words, and I'm not just talking about reading the Bible, I'm talking about reading the lost books of the Bible. I'm talking about reading the Apocrypha. I'm talking about reading the Gnostic Gospels. This morning I raised in my dream told me the divine Pymander. Okay, I went back to study again this morning, the divine Pymander. That will be my study for this week. Continued. I've read it before. It's time to revisit it. It's time to read the pseudepigrapha. All of these are available to you, pseudepigrapha.com. The Torah, all the holy books, get all the holy books. The I Ching, the Bible, the Zohar. I got a big Zohar. I don't really even understand most of the things that's in that book. That book is about this thick. I don't care if you understand what's in it or not, read it. The lost books of Adam and Eve, the book of Enoch. Read it. And then you come back here and tell me what you found. We're going to conclude with this. Truth is here. The light has come. I love you. Join us in Sedona. The mystery school is in Sedona. Join us in the mystery school where I get to hang out with you and we go into class every Monday morning at 5 a.m. If you're not ready to wake up at 5 a.m., it's not for you, boo. Masters wake up between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. I've talked about it on the channel for a very long time. Subscribe to Reverend Valerie Love, ValerieLoveTV.com. And join us in the mystery school. Doors to the mystery school classes that are going on right now, the initiatory program, the doors to the school close on the fall equinox. That's September 22nd. You got about 3 weeks. If you're watching this after the fall equinox, come with us to Sedona. We have classes of the mystery school in Sedona up available right now at christianwitches.com. Come with us to Sedona. You're going to see this witch a lot, and a lot more than you have ever seen me before. Because I made a decision to stand in the truth of my destiny and my soul. And I made a decision to be who God created me to be. And I pray that you make that decision too. And don't listen to people who are petty-minded and enslaved to what they have been taught in church. I love you. God bless you. Have a beautiful Witchy Wednesday and an amazing full moon. Peace. Kaisi out.